Dion Masters, farming here down on the 90 Mile Beach west coast, about 170, 150 hectares now. Pure coastal, it's 3 different types of soil types. You've got your raw sand right out on the coast, and then the peaty sand, and then some peat swamp as well. So we're just primarily, we're breeding and bull beef. When Dad came to me and said, "Oh, do you want to buy the farm?" Gave me a rough estimate of the purchase price, and I was like, if I get to buy the farm, I will move heaven and earth. You know, this is what I'm going to do. And then within 2 years, I was like, oh, this actually has to stack up as a business, because if it doesn't, then we're just going to lose it. I still remember getting the phone call from Gareth. I was at my old house in a half-round barn, phone rings and it's Gareth going, "We're doing this E350 program, we want to do this, we want to do this," and I'm sitting there going, "Are you reading my mind? Because I'm going to need help to make this thing work." Well, I had the advantage of, from a farming background, done all the farm work, but not a farmer per se. So I was really open to suggestion about trying different things. Wasn't set in any ways of, you know, this is how I've always done it, this is how we've got to keep doing it. So I had that open mind about doing things differently. So I looked at ways of increasing production on the farm, ended up putting in an intensive beef unit, took the stocking from the 100 cows and calves to those numbers, plus finishing 150 Frisian bulls and finishing our own progeny in bulls. Pushing it a bit harder basically was the main thing we've done. Going through the numbers with Peggy and George and working out that, well, this is how much better your farm's going to be financially.
We were asked to be mentors from Gareth Bainham, who was organising the 350 beef component that was done in the far north here.
But it's been a great opportunity coming here, because it's so different to the farm that we're on. Like, we're back onto Rananu Harbour, and it's on the east coast, and we just love coming to Dion's place in the winter time because he doesn't have this thing called mud. And then we think about when we got into the summer of 2020 drought, and we really understood what Dion meant when he said he goes to a dust bowl.
And you can't farm animals through the summer the same as we can farm animals through the summer, so it's pluses and minuses on both properties, and you've got to farm to your strengths and weaknesses. So
I think we had a lot in common too, didn't we, when you look at the background of that. Like, Dion had breeding cows, we had breeding cows originally when we took over farming, and we were both doing bulls, you know, running 350 kilo bulls and hooking them. So there were, you know, quite a few things that we were doing similar, and we came out here and Dion was ahead of us. You know, his property allowed him to do a techno style of bull farming. And environmentally, there was an environment plan was done for the farm. NRC were involved with that. So there were other professionals that were brought in to help bring the whole plan together. And just to see the general improvement in the farm as an overall property. You know, Dion's got this beach block area that he's been bringing in. And to think back to where that was when we first started coming out here, the work that's gone into that and breaking it down and getting the cows through it, and it's just improved it immensely.
there's certainly a great level, I feel there's a great level of development that's gone on, and with confidence and that sort of thing, and I think Dion and himself probably felt that confidence building and happier doing what he's doing.
That well-being was a big part of the E350 program. I mean, that was one of the main topics. And I always felt for Dion that, you know, he had that added pressure of where to put his time, because he was also full-time working off farm, but also his dad's well-being, because, you know, he was the backup support on the farm. And sometimes, you know, you need to take time and step back and just have a look at where does the ripple effect go, because, you know, although farmers are often solitary workers, they've actually got a network support behind them, and they also need to have a check-in at times. And are they having time off? Are they still ticking things in their boxes that keep them happy and going?
It's not just our ideas, it's what does he want, what's his dreams and goals, and what's he trying to achieve. And,
you know, the relationship is a lifetime relationship. So yeah, if you had the opportunity of doing E350 or something similar, I'd just say get on board, because yeah, it's just limitless.